Right now we're going to look at saltwater environments. Right, previously we looked at freshwater. Now we're going to look at saltwater. Uh, Again, ocean water can be divided into two different environments: the pelagic zone and the benthic zone. So in the pelagic zone, as we see, it's between 0 to 4,000 meters, so between 0 and 4 kilometers deep. That's split up into three parts: the sunlight zone, that's 0 to 200-ish. This is where we have enough sunlight penetrating to allow for photosynthesis. Um, 200 to 1,000, the twilight zone, the light sort of reaches here, but it's not enough to allow plants, phytoplankton to grow. And then below 1,000 meters, no light reaches this zone. It's kind of called the midnight zone, right? We see it on the edge here. Now, uh, in the benthic zone, we have the abyssal area, 4,000 to 6,000. This is kind of the bottom of the ocean. Temperatures are right around freezing, 4 degrees Celsius. Water pressure is enormous. The hadal zone, anything more than 6,000, that's kind of the trenches and those sorts of things. Now, the pelagic zone contains about 90% of all of the ocean's life. Right, food is relatively plentiful. Sunlight warms the water. Down here in the benthic zone, it's much cooler. Almost no sunlight at all. So we don't have photosynthesis. So food sources do not include plants. This is about 10% of all ocean life is down here in the benthic zone. So, as I was saying, almost 10% of the sea creatures live in the dark, and they often use bioluminescence to survive. So bioluminescence, bio means life, luminescence, light. So they do some sort of a chemical process or something like that within their body that releases light. So we kind of have this glow in the dark jellyfish type thing. Oceans hold life from the largest uh, known organism, the blue whale, to the smallest single-celled organisms, right? Zooplankton, phytoplankton. Uh, Life can be found in all parts of the ocean. It's just more concentrated in certain areas, with a greater number and greater diversity in the warm shallows near the coasts. Right, so in the deep benthic area where it's really cold and not all that pleasant, we don't have a ton of diversity. Over near the shore where it's warmer, we see a much greater diversity.